is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to offer my amendment number 133, and I urge my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to support this amendment. I want to thank Chairwoman Rogers for introducing this legislation today and working with me, your staff, and working with my staff as well to support this amendment. It will not only benefit our environment in the low country of South Carolina, but our world-class tourism economy as well. And this is the first time in 7 years that Congress has had this modified open rule to allow legislators to provide and put forth amendments on a piece of legislation like this. Before I ever came to Congress, I was a state lawmaker, and on my 4th day in, I filed my first piece of legislation, which was a resolution to ban offshore drilling off of South Carolina's coast, a completely bipartisan issue in the state legislature of South Carolina, something our governor also supported. Our beaches are clean, our water is clean, our air is clean, our beaches are lined with gold, and South Carolina as a state does not want to see any opportunity for drilling off of its coast. And it's a passion of mine, an issue, a policy that I've worked on for a number of years as a state lawmaker, now in Congress, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to continue this body of work. The tourism industry really relies on a great, clean, and healthy environment in South Carolina. In fact, on average, it's over $20 billion a year to our economy. It's thousands of jobs. The low country and in South Carolina, it's such an enormous part of our economy. In 2020, the Department of Interior issued a 10-year moratorium on offshore drilling off Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. And in fact, I was there the day in Jupiter, Florida, when the former president announced this 10-year moratorium. It was so important. Senator Lindsey Graham and myself and many, many others were there in attendance and supporting that moratorium. This amendment is simple. It ensures this moratorium is not affected by the underlying language in the legislation. It protects South Carolina's coastline, in which every South Carolinian and visitor to our state knows it's vital to our livelihoods and our economy. And Mr. Speaker, I would like to yield the remainder of my time to Chairwoman Rogers. Thank you.